Scene starts with soft background music, subway sounds in the distance. Narrator, warm, emotional voice. Welcome, friends. Today's story will touch your heart. Camera pans through a crowded subway, people sitting tired and restless. A beautiful woman holds her baby, but the baby won't stop crying. The mother looks helpless, her eyes filled with tears. Everyone around is annoyed, covering their ears. Suddenly, a man in worn-out clothes, carrying his little daughter, notices the crying baby. His daughter tugs his arm and whispers, "Little girl," innocently. "Daddy, can we help the baby?" The struggling single dad steps forward. He gently takes the baby in his arms, humming a soft lullaby. Within seconds, the baby stops crying and smiles. The mother gasps in disbelief, her eyes shining with gratitude. The subway, once filled with noise, goes completely silent. People stare in awe, some even wipe their tears. Narrator, voice trembling with emotion. In that moment, it wasn't money, power, or status that mattered. It was kindness. A poor single father did what a millionaire could not. He healed with love. Music swells. The mother clasps the man's hand, whispering, "Thank you." His daughter smiles proudly, holding her daddy's arm. Narrator, closing line. My dear friends, never underestimate the power of a kind heart. If this story touched you, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Only on your channel, Soul of Kindness. Scene fades to black with emotional background score. Scene opens with a close-up of the baby peacefully sleeping in the single dad's arms. The crowded subway is silent. Everyone's eyes are fixed on him. Narrator, soft but emotional voice. The millionaire mother, who had everything money could buy, sat frozen. For the first time, she realized how powerless wealth can be when it comes to love. The camera shows the mother's trembling hands reaching for the baby, but her eyes fill with tears. She looks at the single dad with a mixture of guilt and respect. Mother, voice breaking, "Sir, I don't even know your name. But you gave my child peace, something even I couldn't do. Why?" The single dad smiles faintly, hugging his little daughter close with one arm. His voice is deep and sincere. Single dad, "Because once my own baby cried like this, but she never stopped. I lost her forever. Since then, every crying child feels like mine." The subway passengers gasp, some covering their mouths in shock. The millionaire woman's eyes well with tears, realizing the weight of his pain. The little girl tugs her daddy's sleeve again, whispering innocently, "Little girl, Daddy, maybe God sent us here today, just for them." The father kisses her forehead, trying to hide his tears. The mother can't hold back anymore. She bursts into sobs, clutching his hand with desperation. Narrator, emotional dramatic tone. Two worlds collided that day, wealth and struggle, sorrow and healing. In a single moment, a stranger's wound became the cure for another's pain. Background music rises with violins. The scene freezes on the father holding both the baby and his own daughter, while the millionaire woman looks at him as if she just found something priceless. Scene opens with the subway racing through a dark tunnel. The flickering lights cast shadows across everyone's faces. The millionaire mother stares at the single dad, her heart heavy with emotions she never felt before. Narrator, deep, dramatic voice. The woman who had everything, fame, wealth, and comfort, realized she had nothing compared to this man's strength. For the first time, her pride crumbled. Her baby sleeps peacefully in her arms now, but tears fall onto the child's tiny hand. She looks at the single dad with trembling lips. Mother, softly, almost breaking, "I spent millions on doctors, but in just a moment you gave my baby peace. Please teach me how. I'm begging you." The single dad lowers his eyes. His voice carries pain but also warmth. Single dad, "Madam, it's not something to teach. It's something to feel. When you've lost, when you've suffered, when you've loved with nothing left to give, that's when you understand a child's cry." His words hit her like thunder. The subway passengers watch silently, some crying openly now. The little girl steps forward, holding her daddy's arm proudly. Little girl, smiling innocently. "My daddy doesn't just hear cries, he hears hearts." The millionaire mother breaks down completely, sobbing as she hides her face. She whispers, "Mother, you're richer than I could ever be." The camera pans out, showing the crowded subway. People standing, clapping softly, some with hands on their hearts. The single dad closes his eyes, holding his daughter close, his pain hidden behind quiet strength. Narrator, voice trembling, cinematic. In that underground train, a poor man's broken heart healed a millionaire's soul. That day, the world saw a truth no money could ever deny. Kindness is the greatest wealth. Scene fades with swelling orchestral music, the train moving into light from the tunnel. The subway slows down and approaches the final station. The atmosphere is heavy, every passenger silent, not wanting the moment to end. The mother holds her baby tightly, her eyes locked on the single dad, as if afraid he will vanish forever. Narrator, deep suspenseful voice. Every journey must end, but some journeys change lives forever. The train halts. Doors open, people slowly exit, but the mother doesn't move. She stands frozen, staring at the single dad and his little girl. Finally, with trembling steps, she approaches him. "Mother," voice breaking, full of desperation. "Please, don't go." "You saved my child, but you also saved me. I don't want this to be the last time we meet. Tell me, how can I find you again?" The single dad lowers his head, torn between pride and pain. He gently strokes his daughter's hair, then whispers, "Single dad," soft, emotional, "I'm just a man trying to survive. You don't need to find me. You already found what you were searching for in your own heart." He starts to walk away, holding his daughter's tiny hand. The millionaire mother bursts into tears, crying out loudly. Mother, screaming in desperation, "No, don't leave! You don't understand. You've given me something money never could. Please, let me be part of your world, even for a moment." The entire subway station goes silent. People watch with bated breath. The little girl turns back, her innocent eyes meeting the mother's. She steps forward and says softly, "Little girl," smiling gently, "maybe God wanted us to be a family." The millionaire mother gasps, covering her mouth, her baby stirring in her arms. Tears stream down her face as she looks at the father, shocked, broken, but filled with a new hope. Narrator, dramatic, heart-shaking tone. In that moment, the world stopped. A poor single dad, a lonely millionaire mother, and two innocent children. Perhaps fate had written a story greater than they ever imagined. Music swells to a grand climax. The camera freezes on the four of them standing in the subway. Light like destiny itself had united them. Narrator, final line, powerful. "Friends, life isn't about riches or poverty. It's about hearts that heal each other. If this story touched you, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Only on Soul of Kindness." Scene fades to black with cinematic music.